I think we're live.
We're
It's live. We're live.
Cool.
I know. So, hello. Welcome
Did you
to
feel
our
that our
live
broadcast?
discussion. We can actually share
Hello.
the link to this live from Twitter or Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
But I would definitely just start the synopsis of the book and the movie.
Thank you.
Wow, this is our first time using Google Hangout live on YouTube, so it's an adjustment. It's definitely an adjustment, but I'm excited about it.
Thank you.
Well, there's one viewer. Hi.
Oh my God! Hi. Like,
I didn't expect anybody to watch.
how do you see a viewer? I don't know how this works.
Um, it just works. All right. Hello, everybody who's watching. We didn't really expect you to actually show up because it's more for me and Danny, but we're very excited. So we're here to talk about the All the Boys I've Loved Before, specifically the Netflix show. But since we have both read the first book and the second book by Jenny Han, at least I've read the third book as well. Have you read the third book?
Nope, not yet.
All right, but since we are readers of the book, so of course we're gonna like talk about the book as well. So, To All the Boys I've Loved Before is a story about Lara Jean Song Covey. She's a Korean American girl, and she's 16-year old. She's in high school. She likes reading romance, and like she's a very cute girl, and she likes to write love letters to the boys that she likes. She put the stamp, she put the address and everything, but technically they're not meant to be sent. She just likes writing them, but one day the letters are out and these guys that she liked like confront her about it. And then one of these people called Peter Kavinsky sort of became her fake boyfriend for a while. That's the gist of both the book and the movie. So well, I read the book in 2014, so that's like 4 years ago. I think I reread it a couple years ago, but I wouldn't say that I remember every single detail, but I distinctly remember some of the things that are missing from the Netflix show, which we're totally going to talk about. But first, I want Danny
Yeah.
to tell me what does you think about both the book and the movie.
Also, by the way, I said that your voice is a little bit. Did you see the comment section?
I'm still figuring out how this works.
I'm reading the chat through your video through your like. So I'm going on your YouTube channel and like literally just type youtube.com/dazzlingbooks and then you can see the chats. Can you see the chat? But we can just start. Hannah? See the chat? But we can just start. Hannah? Well, I'll just continue. But
Hey.
just start. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna tell you what I thought about the movie. I guess. I mean, the movie for me,
Well, I'll just continue.
surprisingly, I enjoyed the movie a lot because I had like very low expectations, to be completely honest. Because the first, I wouldn't say promotion pictures. It's more of the first tease of the movie being a movie. I had low expectations because as book readers, there's a lot of movies that have been adapted, but did not end up that well, and especially like I have a lot of books that became movies and it didn't turn out that well. And I got disappointed because it kind of ruined. It didn't ruin my love for the books, but like it ruined the general population. Like people always think, oh no, the books are bad or something like that. But yeah, Hannah's cam is kind of off at the moment, so we don't know where she is, but she'll be back soon. But for me, to all the boys I love before, the movie was surprisingly good. Like, no offense to all of you who liked the kissing booth, but I personally like really liked to all the boys I've loved before better. To be honest, I don't know why. For me, the kissing booth was a little bit cringy for my taste personally, because I wouldn't consider myself a rom com kind of guy. I don't read that much contemporary, to be completely honest. But I do still read some and like I enjoy some, because I like to read a lot of diverse kind of books. And surprisingly, the movie was great. And To All the Boys I've Loved Before was actually it's actually my favorite contemporary or like romantic like rom com book I've ever read. Like, all even to be honest, like might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a fan of what is it called, The Fault in Our Stars. That I'm not a huge fan of it. I thought the movie was okay. The book was also okay. It's just I personally like To All the Boys I've Loved Before because I thought it was great. It's different because maybe it's an Asian protagonist and stuff. So yeah, right now we have no idea where Hannah is. So I'm gonna text her real quick to like ask where she is. But hey, any one of you, while we're waiting for Hannah, you guys can literally ask me anything because you guys are on YouTube right now. You guys, there's the chat section. I'm still online. Literally doing this live show alone. Hannah just left me.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Your camera was off suddenly. I'm still
I
on.
was rambling the whole time.
Like I'm still online. Genuinely, I'm still online. Like you literally just left the camera.
The call was off, by the way, so there was that. Where did we leave?
No,
Um,
the call went
you,
off. Like
what?
I
The
was
call went off.
no, I was online alone. Literally, I was still on your YouTube channel. I was checking your YouTube channel. I was still online alone on your YouTube channel alone. I'm like, oh, it's weird. But like, we're still on.
No, I was talking to myself the whole time about my outfit and my decoration. Did anybody get that? Or this
Oh,
is what happens when
chat.
you don't rehearse.
Her name is Shinta Aprilia. Hello, Shinta. She said that at the rate that we're going in the rom com department, To All the Boys I've Loved Before is actually a great movie, I might say, which I completely agree. Because personally, I'm not a fan of rom com, as Hannah would know this because she knows me that I'm not that much of a fan in contemporary novels and also like romance or rom com. But like I told her that when I read To All the Boys I've Loved Before, blew my mind. I fell in love with the books. I fell in love with the characters. It was like probably like one of the only contemporary rom com books I've ever or probably will ever read. So I was proud.
Really? That's like a really strong judgment.
I'm so
I
like rom com.
also loved To All the Boys I've Loved Before books. Like I gave the first book 5 stars. I gave the second book also 5 stars. I give the third book 4.5 star because I thought something was missing there, but I definitely loved it. So since we're talking about the book as well as the movie, I want to talk about the casting. I want to talk about what you expected and what was your first reaction when you saw the cast. So I have a little something here. Actually, I have the picture printed. So
Oh my
let's
god.
talk about the sisters first.
Okay, so should I just start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, as a book reader, everyone has this different picture of the character in their hair. Like, I mean, in their head, like they have a description, but like if you put like 5 people with the same description in the same room, they all look different, right? Obviously, in their own way. I at the end did not mind the casting, but my first impression was that I expected Laura Jean to be a little bit taller. Like I imagine her as the book cover, like the book cover, like exactly like the book cover. Like I don't know why. Ever since maybe because I saw the cover first before reading the novel, so like I imagine Laura Jean like that. Like oh, that's what she looks. What that's what she looks like. But honestly, in my personal opinion, Lana did a pretty amazing job as Lara Jean. I was surprisingly impressed. I thought I wouldn't like her, to be completely honest, but then I kind of did like her. I like her personality. I like her twists on her version of Lara Jean. And now continuing on with the siblings, or unless if you want to add something. Okay,
Sibling.
um, in my head when I read the book, I imagine the sisters to be more Asian than um, white. Is that racist or like European? I imagine them to be more Asian because I imagine them to look like not that much, but like you can see the trait. Like Margot for me was a lot of people would say that she looks a little bit too American because a lot of my friends have said the same thing that oh she looks a bit too American, and also the little sister too American. Like literally the only Asian family member is probably Lara Jean. And at first I was a little bit bothered when I saw the casting before I watched the movie at all because I was a little bit uh which is why it was good that I set my expectations low for the movie because I didn't want to be that disappointed to one of my favorite rom coms. And then after watching the movie, honestly, I like the casting. Like I like who they cast. I know Janelle because I do watch Pretty Little Liars, the one who played Margot. So I like her as the big sister. Although a lot of people are complaining that she looks a little bit too old. I guess I can see where they're coming from, but I don't mind at all. I love Kitty. I thought she was a perfect Kitty. I like her little feistiness, but I don't mind. That's
Yeah, actually, in my head, Kitty was supposed to be like smaller. I don't know why,
yeah.
but I appreciate these sisters actually. Like they're not super tall. Like if you compare the height of each sister, they're almost kind of the same, and I like that. And like Margot is even almost shorter than Lara Jean, I would say, and I like that because my sister is 4 years younger and she is taller than me.
Mhm.
And oh yeah, talking about the cast, I also didn't know if I were going to like the movie because of the cover of the book. Like it makes you expect something else. But I
Same.
totally love Lana.
Me
Like
too.
I like that she is so short because I'm short. I like that she has like straight black hair because like come on, it's like seeing myself in a movie as a lead, and that was like something.
It feels good to
As,
be represented in a
oh
film.
yeah, I have another picture
Mm.
of Lana here being super cute as Lara Jean.
I love that her look is a little her makeup. I mean, is minimalist because did you see Lana as an actress? She has very thick makeup. So at first I thought she looked too old to be a teenager, but like in the movie she was like she looks like so much like a teenager. She's like tiny, youthful. You know.
Moving on. Oh my gosh. Here's Josh.
Oh my god, I feel like you're the only one that's fangirling over Josh. Literally everyone's.
What? What do you mean? What?
I don't mind Josh. I mean, like, he is kind of what I envision him to be, like the boy next door. Not super athletic, but like not super skinny, in the middle, like a little bit lean. Although Can I talk about my disappointment about Josh right now, or should I just talk about it later?
What disappointment.
No, actually, I was disappointed that he wasn't as big of a character as he was in the books. Because in the books, it made it seem like Peter and Josh were both very competitive. Like they were both on the same level in like in the hands of like when we're talking about, oh, who do we ship more? You know, there's this competition about shipping Josh more, like shipping Peter more. But like in the movie, I feel like it felt like everyone was like kind of focusing on Peter. It's like so Peter, in my personal opinion. So I was like a little bit sad. I hope if they made a second movie, which is a sequel, I hope that John will be as strong as Peter Kavinsky, like in hands of like love interest. Because I was disappointed that Josh wasn't that big. Because I love that love triangle. It's what made it more interesting.
Okay, so my opinion on Josh is that they cast a really, really good Josh. Oh my gosh. Uh, in the book, I didn't really like Josh very much. I thought he was very meh. Like he's just like the guy who's with the older sister. But
Yeah.
then when I saw the first casting, I'm like, why is Josh cuter than Peter Kavinsky?
Oh my god, you
And
sound like my friend. That's why she.
I am telling you, throughout the whole movie, I rooted for Josh superficially. Like I have read the three books, so I know how it went. But I was like, but can we consider him? But then, but then there was one scene that we're gonna talk about later that just hit me in the head and remind me that which one is real, which one is just Lara Jean's fantasy, and like this particular Josh is better in Lara Jean's fantasy than in real life. Moving on to the lead, like the one that we are all talking about, the one that is now always in my explore feed on Instagram, the one and only Peter Whoa 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 Vinsky.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, talking about Peter Kavinsky. To be honest, I at first I imagined him to be the typical Tumblr, the sharp model s look. It was because everybody in Tumblr or in any social media, they envision Peter to be that kind of typical, oh, very strong jawline or whatever. I'm kind of glad that this wasn't exactly like that. Not the typical. I'd say he's a little bit like scruffy looking, but he's still so Peter. In my opinion, he portrayed Peter so well. I was like, dang, that is so Peter. I was pretty impressed, to be honest.
He's goofy. He's goofier than I thought Peter Kavinsky would be.
Yeah.
But I like his height. Is that very superficial to say?
No, a lot of people like height, like tall girls, tall guys. I do feel like Peter in the book is more of a bad boy that they portray, like not bad boy, maybe like a little bit of a bad
Like
boy.
yeah, like the very stereotypical jock,
Yeah.
popular guy who like plays with people's heart almost as if, like these girls are people in Wattpad. No, like almost as if they're Wattpad characters. Oh my god, I'm shaming Wattpad right now. I am so sorry. I will take that back if I can. But it's a live show.
But in the movie, he's more like goofy and charming. So he was like more of a nicer version of the book character. If that makes sense. Like in the book, I kind of like didn't like him at first. Like, oh, another typical jock as a main lead. Gosh, move on. But like in the movie, he was a typical jock, but not the mean stereotype that I envisioned him in the book.
All right, talking about the book and the movie, how did you think the movie differed from the book? Like, did you notice anything different?
Guys, this is a live discussion, so if there's spoilers, you should have left before joining this discussion. So I'm just gonna drop some spoilers about the first movie. Don't worry, not the second one. But I realized that this one tiny thing that kind of like, wait a minute, because I was confused when watching it. In the movie, it was shown that Kitty exposed Lara Jean's letters because she wanted to find a boyfriend for Lara Jean. And for a minute, I thought I was a stupid ass reader that forgot the book. I'm like, oh, did that actually happen?
No, that's not what happened in the book. Yeah, yeah, that's one difference from the book. Because in the book, I think Kitty was really mad and like she sent out the letters because she was mad.
She was mad because she also had a tiny crush on Josh. All of the Cubby sisters liked Josh, and
I forgot about that.
yeah, like she had a tiny crush, and then she found out that Lara liked Josh, and like instantly wanted to, revenge and like humiliate her and stuff. And then the letters were out. Not so I was kind of surprised when the plot about Kitty wanted to find a boyfriend for Lara, because I didn't remember that at all. I was like, wait, did that actually happen? Then I did a little bit of research. I like went on Goodreads and like other Tumblr stuff, and turns out that's the real reason. Which is why makes sense. I remember that scene, but not that other one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the kind of only no, that's not the only difference that I remember. I remember when you started the scene where Lara and Peter kissed for the first time. Like
Oh my God, yes, yes.
in the movie, like she kissed Peter because Josh was walking to her and she was like, oh my god, and then she kissed him on the running tracks. In the book, I remember it was in the hallway and she was like suddenly really jumping on Peter and like kissing him.
Yeah. I remember that.
But I liked the part in the movie because like the tension was like, oh my god, I would also say, oh my god, no, if Josh was walking towards me. So I think we should really just jump into only the Netflix show. Did you notice that there were so many awkward scenes, or was it just me?
Awkward scenes. Give me a reason, because I didn't find any. What? Give me an example of the scene of a scene.
Like the first time Lara Jean almost ran Peter, like with her car. Like she almost hit Peter with a car. I thought that was really awkward. And then there was a scene in the dinner, like it was the start of the movie, right? They were having dinner and Josh was around, which was really cute. But then the conversation, if you notice, I don't know if I'm the one noticing it, but Lana, the way she talks and the way the other actors talked was in a different pacing. So Lana was talking as if she's a teenager, but the others were talking as if they're in a movie. So you can kind of tell the intonation. They're like very clear. And I'm like, and when Kitty was in the dinner and she was like, just like mom. That was
Mm-hmm.
but I could totally get over the awkwardness because towards like the middle and the end, it was just great. It was
Yeah.
really great.
Oh, looks like someone agrees on you. Shinta, she agreed with all of your thoughts.
Really?
You really can't see the chat?
No, I can't. I don't know how to do that.
No, so go to youtube.com/dazzlingbooks, press your own video, and it'll open the chat section.
I'll try doing that. Can you please hold on for a minute?
Sure.
Not a minute, lah. That's too long. Sorry if I use the law. I'm in Singapore, okay?
It's okay.
So,
Someone said, Sinta said that the cast were noticeably waiting for their lines to come. So I guess that's what she was talking about, the awkward scenes and stuff.
I see. I would agree with that.
Mhm.
I know we're jumping around, but this is because this is how my notes look, you know? I have 2 pages of notes
Oh my god.
for science, no, for this discussion. And because, I don't know, I was very, very, very excited for the movie. So I just wanted to like take in the movie. But as a reader, I couldn't shake the feeling that, oh, I know what's going to happen next. So I guess that takes away a little bit of my enjoyment. But then again, I kind of know what I was expecting, and I liked it.
Yeah. Book 2 though. I mean, when the second movie comes out, oh my god, because I know there's gonna be a lot of heartbreak in the second movie, but I already know what's happening, so Uh,
Oh, did you notice Jenny Han?
yes, I did. Literally, the first shot, I knew it. Like, I saw Jenny, literally, the first time watching it, and I was so proud. I was like, Jenny.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very obvious, but did you see Harry Styles in the movie?
No. No. There was a Harry Styles in it. No, you're lying.
There was a Harry Styles in the movie.
Was a Harry Styles? Like, it's not Harry himself.
Not, not like the person, but Lara Jean's room was very, very messy. That she,
Oh, but like a
like for a split
poster.
second, the screen shows that she has a Harry Styles CD.
Oh, a
Sorry to
pillow,
trap
pillow.
you.
Was it in a pillow fight thingy?
No, it was in Lara Jean's room.
Oh
Hey,
my god, you're so extra. I just realized the letters at your background.
oh yeah, yeah. I was talking. You know, when the call ended, for some reason, my camera was still on. So I was like talking to myself. I was like, "Hey guys, if you didn't notice, right, my outfit is inspired by Lara Jean, and if you don't know what scene in particular, it was this one.
Oh
Like
my god. Is that a GIF?
after after she was no, when she was in a party with Peter, and it was really cute.
Mm. Uh,
'Cause they were after the party, they went to a diner and like they talked to each other about like, hey, so why haven't you had a boyfriend? And she's like, I don't think anybody liked me that way, or nobody has liked me that way. And Peter was like, that is bullshit because I know somebody wanted to ask you for the prom or like a spring dance or something. And I'm like, Peter, you're showing your crush right now. Like, too big, Peter. Peter, too obvious. Like, you remember who wanted to ask Lara Jean
all
on a
deep.
prom
Mhm.
years ago?
Mhm.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, this is Peter Kavinsky. I don't know if you can read it. This is Josh Anderson, and this is John Ambrose
McLaren.
McLaren.
Mm. I'm excited.
Danny,
Yes.
what was your favorite scene?
Oh gosh, what was my favorite scene? Aesthetic wise, or what? Because I have a particular scene aesthetic wise that I was just in love with aesthetics.
You tell me anything. Spill it out. I want to know.
Aesthetic wise, I love the scene where Lara Jean was riding her bike, going to the little restaurant, and then like the pastel green, she put her bike. It was such a beautiful shot. Like, oh my god, so fucking aesthetic. Oops, sorry. Am I allowed to curse? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But scene wise, as in like story wise, I did like the Oh no, I like this one a lot. When oh, I forgot, but like when Peter bought the Korean yogurt for Lauren, and then she didn't want to sit right next to him. I'm like, I want to say, okay, that's not my favorite scene. That's like my most memorable scene because it just hurt me that he went all the way to buy the Korean yogurt, and then she didn't want to sit with him. Also, I love Chris. That's random, but I love Chris.
You did?
I love Chris. I don't know why. She was so fucking awkward, but I just love it.
Okay. As you know, a person who is super into watching the movie and taking notes, I actually have a few of my favorite scenes, and I'm gonna run through
Wow.
those scenes. So I freaking love how they portrayed Larry Jean as a 16-year-old who likes reading romance and like really having fantasy about the guys that she liked. Like the moment she wrote the letter to Josh and Josh appeared by her side, I was like, uh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that shot.
And then one of my favorite scene as a fangirl because I was being seen like super clearly was when Lara Jean was in her room and then imaginary Josh was there and
Oh, yeah.
then
And then
he was
Peter.
talking. No, at first he was talking, and then he was reading the letter
Mhm,
to
mhm.
Lara. So it was like, "Dear Josh." I think I write it somewhere. "Dear Josh, I lie awake and imagine running my fingers through your hair and
Mhm.
feeling your strong arms." And then Lara Jean in the front is just like,
Stop it! Stop it!
"Stop."
Stop it!
I
Stop it!
was like, "Ah." And then Lara Jean said, "You're not real" to imaginary Josh. But the imaginary Josh with like really cool white t-shirt and jacket, he said, "Well, I am more real to you than he is."
Who's right?
He meaning the real Josh. And I was like, "You see me, all right? You see me." That is the truth. Sometimes the people that you like, you make so much expectation and like
True.
fantasy in your head that that's actually not that person. That's just the person that you have in your head.
What you
And
expected?
like I remember Josh in the book not being super cringy, or like I think the movie sort of made him deliberately look a little bit like unlikable. Like his jokes are sometimes a bit weird. And like when he came in the door for the first time, it's like, "Oh, I was trying to meditate, but I fell asleep." I don't remember that in the book. Maybe that was true in the book, but in the movie, I was like, "Ah, all right, that's weird." And then he said, "Are we okay? Can we like kick it?" Lara Jean was like, "Ah, don't say kick it." And I'm like, why is Josh not that cool? But then I realized it's true. They're trying to say that Josh in real life isn't as cool as the Josh that Lara Jean has
In
in
mind.
her mind. That's like I love that. I love that they show that.
Mhm. It's different.
What else?
Well, the iconic scene was the back pocket spin scene in the cafeteria.
I don't know.
For me, I call it the classic fuckboy move. I'm not surprised everybody's loving it because, like, it's
Did you just call Peter Kavinsky a fuckboy?
yes, I did, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I'm not.
No, no, no. I think
I
I don't. To be honest, I don't really have an opinion on that.
Also, guys, if anyone wants to say something, say something in the chat section. I mean,
I love when Peter and Lara Jean had the real talk, and Lara Jean said, I think Peter was saying, "No, I don't miss my father anymore." Lara Jean was like, "You don't mean that. You can be mad at somebody and still miss them."
yeah, I love that.
I love that. I love that a lot.
Love that a lot. Mm.
And like I feel like, I like how Peter is this jock who cares about superficial things. Like he told Lara Jean, "Hey, you don't even post about us on Instagram." Or like, "You don't sit with me. I bought these snacks." Those, I would say, those are superficial things, but those small things matter to Kavinsky. But at the same time, he is somebody who cares a lot about people, and he goes to Lara Jean's house and watch TV with Kitty as well. I thought that was so cute.
The fact that they introduced a fake boyfriend to the little sister, ugh, that's like a big obvious they're gonna date.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that this Peter is a really good character, because you see that he cares about superficial things, but you can also see that he's somebody who really cares about people and has a hard time of like showing his real feelings, or that's what I saw.
Ugh, I,
And Lara Jean, I mean, as a 16-year-old, I would say that she was really good at seeing through some of Peter Kavinsky's bullshit, which I thought was really good.
by the way, in the chat section, someone Esther said that I do think Peter is kind of a fuckboy, but I think it's necessary for the story. And then Cinta replied, "Danny, you just committed a sin by saying that about Peter." Love that. There's literally a war going on.
Hmm. Are you team Peter, team Josh, or team John? Is that even a thing? I, like I said, I was rooting for Josh a little bit because Josh looks really cute,
Mhm.
but in the end, we know what happened. But then, in the end,
John.
this guy came up.
To be completely honest, in the books, throughout the two books I've read, I've been shipping Peter, Peter, Peter. But I don't know why. I love Noah Centineo as Peter, but in the movie, it made me kind of want to change it. Maybe I don't want Lara and Peter, which I want Lara and John now. It's kind of stupid.
No, I kind of like every single
Guy.
like love interest that is in the book and in the movie because I think that it shows that Lara Jean, being who she is, attracts people who are also good and different. And like, look at this guy. He is so cute. Can we get like can I volunteer as like a character for the second movie so that Peter can be with Lara Jean and then John
Mhm.
can be with me, you know what I mean?
Oh my lord! Wow. I just can't wait for John to like show up.
Well, I actually have a question. How much do you relate to each character? Because for me, when I see the sister aspect, I thought, oh my God, how I wish that I was as close with my sister like that. But at the same time, I can understand the sisterly things that they do together. And it was in the book, it struck me so hard, but in the movie, not so much.
Mhm.
And I would say that when I was reading the book, I was more of a Margot. And I do still think that, but after a lot of recollection, I realized some small or big stuff that I do that reminds me of Lara Jean. Namely, that I did write notes to guys that
Oh my god, you did.
I did, and it didn't go well. Not like Lara Jean.
Mhm.
And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I was inspired by this meme. As a dork, I printed,
Oh my gosh. Very
but
expert
it's
high level. Oh my
but
god.
it says lessons I've learned from watching hashtag to all the boys of level 4. 1. Write love notes to your crushes. I did that. 2. Never clean your room. I do clean my room, but I think as Asian, I don't know if it's stereotypical, but I feel like a lot of girls who are creative and is Asian, they kind of hoard things. They just have a lot of things.
Mhm.
And then the third one is be a terrible driver. I am a terrible driver. Wear cute boots, never Uggs. I never wear Uggs. I have boots, but I'm not saying that this small thing makes me the same as our Jean. Drink Korean yogurt. I don't drink Yakult, thanks, but I thought it was a cute little thing that they add. In,
Love Yakult.
so that makes you relate to something that the Lara Jean does, I think. And
Well,
then
you relate.
the last point is get a fake boyfriend to make his ex jealous. And I tell you what, I did that, and it didn't work out.
Oh my god, Hannah, wow.
Yeah, I also got my first boyfriend when I was 16. So to say that I like Lara Jean a lot, like I like that she is the lead in the movie, it means so much to me. It means so much to me because
Mhm.
I see myself in her and in Margot. It's just cool. So if you look like Peter Kavinsky, can you please go to hannabellajuly@gmail.com? No, I wish I can cut that out. I wish I can cut that out.
But it's live. One of the things I like was Peter talking about his dad because relate in the fact that my mom and dad divorced, and I guess his dad is not dead, right? They're just divorced too, right? In the
The
movie,
dad left the family,
but not dead. Okay,
not dead.
so I relate on that aspect. I love how he kind of feels responsible and stuff about not responsible about no, he like feels angry, but at the same time, I just love that scene, like the one you talked about. And
Yeah,
it was very raw in my opinion. Like, oh, that's a good scene. Like, a lot of people can relate to that. And what else can I relate? I mean, I like yogurt. I mean, I like Korean yogurt. I like Yakult. I can relate to that. Mm, but overall, wait, be honest. You said you were more of a Lara Jean, right?
I would say that in the book I was more of a Margot, and yeah, it's in the book I'm more of a Margot,
Mm,
but in the movie, like there were just so many little things that Lara Jean does
mm,
that remind me of me. And if you think about it, right, this movie is technically a high school, like very typical high school romance. So it's like cringy sometimes and cliche, and like the problems are very silly if you think about it, but they mean a lot when you were in high school. And to have somebody like a little bit like me be a main lead and go through those problems and like have a happy ending was really cool. Was really cool. Even though it's a high school romance and it's cliche,
mhm,
Um, I like that they picked a Asian American lead to be the main cast, like to be the one in the spotlight. You know, we're in Asia, so technically we do have a lot
yeah.
of
But like in
movie.
wise, like in the US marketing. Mhm,
Yeah, I don't know how relevant that is to us as Asian because we do see representation of like Asian,
yeah.
but for me it still matters a lot
Yeah.
because like even Lana, she doesn't have a very thin face and she's short, and I just like both of those things because they make me feel
Represent.
okay as well. Like they make me feel okay as well as a person. That's too deep, probably, but that's the truth. What was the cringiest scene
Oh my god.
from the movie? The one that I remember most are two things. The first one is the first time Lara Jean talks about Genevieve. They were like,
Which one was that? I kind of like that scene. I enjoyed it.
I didn't. Lara Jean was like, Genevieve. Like, we were best friends, but then she wanted to be popular and I wasn't popular, so we
I
are not
love
best
that.
friends anymore. And I'm like, all right, I guess that's a huge deal. Okay. And then another one was when they were about to go to the ski trip, and Lara Jean was in a car with her dad. Her
Mhm.
dad started giving her sex ed,
I
and I was
love
like,
that scene. It was so
"Oh,
funny.
no, 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 no." Another scene was when Chris was in the house and she was asking the
Oh
dad,
my god, love that scene too. It was so funny.
"Why do you want to be a gynecologist?" And I'm like, "You can't ask that."
I mean, they are best friends, so maybe Chris and the dad know each other close, I guess. Because come on, Laura doesn't have any friends except for Chris.
Yeah, that is kind of sad,
Yeah.
but hashtag can relate.
That's-
Oh, do you know that they have a thing called hashtag Kavinsky, Kovinsky? At first, when I saw that, I was like, it's Kavinsky, not
the
Kovinsky.
ship
What
name.
is going on?
Mhm.
Then I realized it was the shipping, and I didn't even notice it. I felt a bit stupid for
Yeah,
that. But
Kavinsky.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with the ship name now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, you know? Like, it sounds exactly like Kavinsky's name, but with a cubby twist.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they highlighted the the fact that Lara Jean's mom was Korean a lot. I mean, not as much as the book, but I guess I can't really expect an adaptation to be 100% like a book. But I did feel that some of the things that I loved so much about the book was kind of missing from the movie, except Kitty. Like, Kitty was there and she was whole and she just delivered everything that we wanted. Do you realize Lara Jean is like 16
Yeah.
and she had Peter Kavinsky?
Oh, by the way, we have a question actually from Esther. What do you guys think will happen in the sequel? You answer first. Let answer as in like someone that has not read the book. Like pretend like as in like what do you think? Because you know the movie and the books are different. Like there are small minor changes. What do you think John will be a big rival?
Yes, definitely yes, because Peter Kavinsky is somebody who's cute but has tendency of being like a high school typical jerks. Like no, after the bathtub scene, he went to Genevieve's room.
That's so
Who does that? Who does that?
stupid. Oh my god, that's probably the most frustrating scene I watch. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Where is your brain cells? Like how many brain cells do you even have left? I was so confused.
No. But Peter, when like Lara Jean didn't want to talk to him anymore, then sorry, my brain. There was one scene when Peter was in the diner together with Lara Jean, and oh, that's after the party, and they were sitting together and they were chatting, and Peter's Kavinsky phone went off. Like there were so many notifications, and Lara Jean was like, what's that? And then Peter was like, this is so frustrating. Genevieve doesn't really want to talk to me, but then after the party, she just messaged me a lot. Maybe I'll just call her when I get home. I'm like, okay, all right.
I guess in his mind it was still a fake relationship. Like they both like, come on, you guys are starting to like each other. Come on, be honest.
But anyway, those tendencies made me think that of course John Ambrose will play.
Can you imagine if actually at the end Ambrose won? How
Um,
fucked up would the book fans be? Like they'll be so mad.
I don't know if this is relevant, but how many friends that you know that have watched this movie right now?
Yeah, a lot, a lot. One, two, three, four. So far that I've talked to like three or four, five people probably.
I dragged my best friends to watch this movie. Like literally the day it came out, I'm like, watch To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And we watched To All the Boys I've Loved Before together when it was my best friend's birthday. So there were like
Oh, let's go.
four of us, all girls, watching the movie, and one of my friends cried.
Oh my god. One of my good friends, Shamira Mariam Mima, she is currently reading the book. Because I like, you should read the book. You should read the sequel. So I lend her my two of my books, To All the Boys, and also the second one, P.S. I Love You. And she's reading it and she's loving it. And I'm like,
Actually, I uploaded this Insta story thing for like a hot minute, and it says, "Well, all my friends are watching To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The pros of having To All the Boys I've Loved Before adapted as a movie is that everybody that I know watches the movie, and I can talk about it. And Peter Kavinsky and Lara Jean deserve the attention that they, like they get the attention that they deserve.
"Hmm,
But the con is that everybody knows about Peter Kavinsky.
oh, it
Everybody knows about Peter Kavinsky
becomes a mainstream."
and Lara Jean. It becomes really, really mainstream, and for some reason, a
Yeah.
little part of me didn't really want to let that go, but at the same time, I'm really happy that people know about
Yeah.
this.
I'm really happy Jenny Han's getting the publicity.
Yeah, and to think that we actually get to chat with her through Penerbit Spring live,
Mm.
like Indonesian readers got to talk to Jenny Han
Yeah,
was really cool to me.
she did on the Instagram live. Shout out to you, Penerbit Spring, if you're probably not watching this.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but in Booktubeathon a couple years before this, I made a reenactment of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and to watch it
I think I saw it.
kind of breaks my heart a little because, every time you watch your previous video, you cringe. But I'm kind of proud of it, and yeah, my love for the series was a bit more quiet before it was mainstream because even if I want to rave about it, not a lot of people know about it, but now I can just like talk about it like really, really openly.
Mhm.
And do you think it's a good idea? And people, please tell me in the comments if I do a Lara Jean inspired lookbook,
A Lara
like
G inspired notebook.
fashion video,
Yeah,
like outfits.
yeah, do it. Why not? Post it on
Uh,
Pinterest, on Tumblr, all the social medias.
I'll think about it. It will take a lot of effort, but it's very interesting.
It is. It's also fun if you love fashion and making and stuff. See, someone in the comment section, Esther said, "Yes, you should definitely do it."
I'll think about it. Thank you so much. There was the meme of Noah looking at Lana, like, and he looks so cute when he's looking at Lana, and people are like, get somebody who
Look,
looks at you like the way Noah looks at Lana. And I'm like, you can't trust that because Noah can look at a Coke can or
oh,
like a trash bin and still look that cute. So you can't trust that. Don't trust that. And I don't know if you know this. I'm just talking about memes now from the internet. I'm sorry, guys. This photo was not planned.
oh yeah, I read that one. They were asleep on set.
How cute is that?
Yeah. I wonder if they hooked up. It's like
Come on.
just a
No, Lana has a boyfriend.
It'll be. She didn't have a boyfriend at Pasito. At that time, they don't. She didn't had. She did not have a boyfriend at that time
How do you know that?
because I read an interview and stuff like that. Like I read a lot of shit about the two of them. They didn't date at that time.
Okay, anyway, if you really, really like Noah, he's gonna be in the movie in September, also from Netflix.
Yeah, right. Sierra Bega is not a loser.
Is a loser.
Oh, it,
Sierra something
Sierra,
is a loser. I can't pronounce the
can
last
we
name.
do
Somebody
Sierra
help me.
Bega is not a loser, or is a loser. I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And guess what, folks? He's gonna be playing a jock again. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. That's how he kind of looks.
He has the jock look, and he's still very young. He's like 22 years old. Not that old.
How old is Lana?
Oh, no idea. By the way, Sinta said she squealed when she found out that picture wasn't planned. Like it was just like a crew took a picture and like, oh, I'm gonna borrow the picture for promotion. So cute.
Yeah.
Lana, I don't know, probably 25 if I'm not mistaken.
Mm. Wow. She can
She's
really pull
21.
being a high school student.
She's 21 years old. They're one
Oh,
year apart. Lana and Noah is 1 year apart. Oh my god.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Okay. I'm 20.
You're 20?
I am 20, and I guess I can also still pull off being a high school
You
girl.
can definitely pull off a high school girl. You're like you have such a youthful face, like so
Yeah,
young.
that's why I don't know why I was so surprised that Lana can pull off being a high school girl. Anyway, not important. The most important thing is that this movie was good and people should watch it.
Absolutely, I recommended it. I recommend
But
everyone.
I like the book better. That's my verdict.
I oh gosh, I'm gonna be honest, at 50-50. The reason why I love the movie, you know what really helped the movie, like it really helped the movie in my opinion, was the aesthetics. I appreciate it so much. Like thank you so much for taking the time to make it an aesthetic movie. Like even my friend Abby, she's a reader too. She read the books before the movie ever came out. She's a book reader like us. She said like she appreciates so much that it's so aesthetic, that I just love the aesthetics. It really helped. The cinematography was perfect. So it just like 50-50 because like when you read it, it's only like your imagination. Like I just really love the aesthetics. Like aesthetics are important in my opinion. It can win me over really fast. But like 50-50 to be honest.
I
Read the
think,
book. If you haven't, people, you should read the book. It's really good.
yeah, I would say if you like the movie, please read the book.
Yeah.
I know that you will feel, oh, I know what's happened already, but
There are
you
some
can get like the small details that were left out
exactly.
from the movie. Oh, this is really random, but I'm gonna talk about my favorite scene again because that one also made me feel really seen. You know when they were going on the ski trip and Chris was like, "So are you gonna ski or not?" or something like that, and Lana, no, and Lara Jean was like, "I can't even put the boots on. What do you mean I go skiing?" And then Lucas came,
Mhm.
and then Lara Jean was like, actually, I came prepared. I bought two novels and I have Korean face masks. And she ended up like having those Korean face mask session with Lucas. I
Yeah,
thought that was so cute.
I love that.
So cute.
Where was Chris when they were doing a face mask thingy?
How would I know that?
Like, she was just gone suddenly. I like Lucas.
Like,
Like he was very entertaining to watch, and I love the
yeah.
fact that Peter was like, "You had a crush on Lucas? He's gay. You don't know that. Everybody knows that." Like it was a funny scene. I love that scene. I don't think that was in the book. I'm not sure. I don't remember that particular conversation to be honest.
Can anybody confirm that you were swooned by the way Peter Kavinsky drink chocolate milkshake? I feel like I saw the meme a lot and I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. But whereas, have you seen Josh walking in a field like it was a romance novel? How
No,
come there is no meme about that?
because everybody's in love with Noah. You know, it can be it was like getting boring. All of my girlfriends, girl space friends are like talking about it. I'm like getting really tired.
I love that you have to say girl's best friend like
Yeah.
Lara Jean saying, "Oh, Josh was my first boyfriend." Boy, base
Oh my
friend.
god, true. Cause like, that's probably even if someone was gay or okay, maybe gay, they would be in love. Like even bisexual people or anyone that's like, not everyone's gonna love Noah or as in like Peter Kavinsky. So I can't imagine them being just so tired listening to this all the damn time. Oh, also someone said in the comment section, Cynthia said the cinematography techniques are good. And also she wants to see the relationship between Laura Jean and John's grandmother in the second movie. Oh shit, is that a spoiler? That's a spoiler. You like even in the books you don't know that until like at the half end of the book. Like, oh my
No,
god,
no, no. But the second book, can we talk about the second book or are
right?
people
Y'all are readers, right? I mean, there's only like two, three people watching, but like, yeah, they found out about the old lady being his grandma, like in the middle of the book or something. And I'm like, this is your grandmother? That's why he was like, that's why he visits the grandmother and the at the old people place, the retirement place. I don't. I really
Yeah.
like John. John lagi. Bener sih. John. I like John.
Yeah, it's John. I like John as well.
John and Josh. It's like
Have you read Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson?
no. I really want to read that book so badly.
I
That
would nominate the actor who plays John as Frank from Since You've Been Gone. Please make it happen. Even though I know no casting agency is watching this, but please.
I really want to read since you've been gone because I'm open to any genre of the book, any genre of YA books because I want to try like outside of my comfort zone and also since you've been gone has a lot of great reviews so obviously I'm interested.
It took me 2 years to read the book. I have the book for 2 years before I actually read like over 100 pages,
Oh wow,
but it was worth it. It was worth it.
I'm a fantasy boy. I love fantasy. Oh my god, fantasy.
Actually, somebody from Twitter actually really agreed on the hand in the pocket thing. The Twitter went kind of viral. It has like almost 4,000 likes, and it says, "Yeah, sex is great, but have you ever seen Peter Kavinsky put his hand on Lara Jean's Covey's back jean pocket?" And I'm like, wow, people really like that scene.
Oh my god, a lot of people love that scene. Have you seen Instagram? It's like crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is super crazy.
Yeah,
But again, um, I like the scenes that has to do with Lara Jean's like internal realization or like reflection of what's happening like to Lara Jean as like a character growth or like it reflects something in my reality rather than the actual romance itself. That's the pattern if I'm reading a contemporary book, by the way. I would like a book better if they can reflect my reality or like if they can show me the character growth more than the crazy ass, really cool romance
agree.
where they take each other's photo and make it as wallpaper and put it on Instagram with me and Bay caption.
Yeah,
Which
character
like if you
development.
do that it's cute, but I mean it's just the small things
Yeah,
in the movie and the big thing about the movie that I loved was Lara Jean. Like the main thing that I really like is Lara Jean. You know, the dad in the book I thought was like fairly not very tall white man with black hair, but in the movie, the dad really looks like somebody who can be named who has the name Covey in my head. I
yeah. I
don't
like
know.
that guy playing the dad. I know he's a famous actor, but I don't know his name. Oh, I noticed one different thing about the book, the first book, and the movie. Did you realize, like, when Lara and Peter and his mom and his little brother were having a conversation? I remember in the book, the little brother insulted Lara G, like, oh, you wear too much makeup, and then like Lara Jean in her head was like, um, um, what do you mean? Jen wears more makeup than me. Like, Jen wears foundation,
Right.
shit, and then like, but in the movie it wasn't there, so I was kind of waiting for that awkward moment, like when the dinner with the mom. I was like, oh, it's coming, and then it didn't happen. I'm like,
Wait, in the book, the mom ended up not liking Lara Jean, right?
I'm not sure, really. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because
like not a fan of
but it might be in the future books. Oh.
future books. What do you mean?
Either like Peter's mom not liking Lara Jean, it might be.
Oh, in the next book or movie?
I don't remember, but I
Oh,
remember that she didn't like Lara Jean.
oh, okay. Why? If someone likes Jen, I'm confused.
Jen is so pretty. I would understand why you get very scared when she's around and she's like, what is this? What is happening?
gorgeous to Jen. I gotta admit that. I hate when gorgeous people are just like have shitty personalities. Like, why can't you match your personality and your looks? Why can't you match them? Both be good to look at and to talk to. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I guess more and more people are like that.
Mm.
Like if you think about it, people who are mean like Jen, like there was a scene when Jen said, "Well, maybe I'm not as tough as I look. Maybe you're
Oh,
not as
yeah. You're not as
yeah."
innocent as you look. Yeah, I remember that scene because
I
I think
I love
that was like a tease for the second movie. The second
I
movie was
love
the word
that.
"men's pass."
Sorry. I love that Peter. No, I love that Jen said, and Peter is not as confident as he looks because you can see that Jen is a person and she really did have a relationship with Peter and she knew Peter.
Yeah.
Like she really knew Peter.
Mhm.
I like that.
What's confusing to me is Jen has a grudge on Lara that happened in like sixth grade or something. Like, how can you be that angry? Like, I've had a lot of shit in sixth grade, but like, I've moved on like 3 years after, probably. Like, doesn't she? And it was a peck, and Peter ended up with you. What's the problem? It's so confusing. Ugh, God, teenagers can't relate. I'm in uni now.
Oh, Daddy.
Can't relate to petty teenage problems, high school problems.
If you can, in a scale of 1 to 10, rate the book and then the
The
movie,
Okay, okay.
how much would you give them?
The book I gave a 9 because once again I said I don't read a lot of contemporary at that time, but this was one of the books that I really love. So I give it a 9. And I know I said that 50-50, like which one do I prefer more? But right now we're talking about ratings, right? So rating wise, I give the movie an 8.5. So right now the book is winning because I'm a book reader. Because in books you have small details that are really important, like small quotes that really is just it just captures you. In the movie, I guess there are some scenes that were missing. I was hoping it would be in the movie, but it's okay. I still love the movie. 8.5 for the movie, 9 for the book, or maybe 9.5. I don't know, but not 10. 10 is like a perfect novel.
That's interesting. I would also give the book 9, but I would give the movie like a
7.
7. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Well, do you want to talk about anything else? Is there any topic that you want to talk about?
Let's see, just to make sure I don't remember or don't forget anything. I don't think so. I think everything's good. I just wanted to know your opinion about the movie. I don't like. Did you have low expectations or high expectations when coming to the movie? Like when you were watching movie, like were you like, I'm just gonna keep my bars low just in case? Because I kept my expectation low because once again, I'm not a rom com fan, so this was I didn't want to be disappointed because no offense to the kissing booth fan, that book is so fucking cringy. That movie, sorry, that movie, The Kissing Booth, because I have not read the book. So cringy.
I have never watched The Kissing Booth, so I don't know a thing. But I would say it was a really good movie. It's just I didn't like it so much. Like if you compare it to like my love for the book.
I'm just gonna ask people if they have any more questions, just in case before we wrap it up or anything. We
All
have
right.
we have two really loyal viewers, Cinta Aprilia, which is a huge shout out to you, and also Esther Christie. They're like, oh my
Thank
god,
you so much for hanging out with us.
they've been watching us throughout the entire thing. Oh, Esther said she had high expectations for this movie, but a bit disappointing after watching it. Ha! Thank God I did not set my bars high because once again, so you have no expectations at all. You like no low, not high, just medium, I guess.
No, no, I have no expectation at all, which was why it was quite exciting for me to watch it the first time. Like literally the first time Josh was in the frame, like he went into the door and Lara Jean was hugging the pillar of like not really the pillar, but like the stairs, a part of the stairs, and she looked at Josh with like loving eyes, and then Josh was talking, and I heard Josh's voice,
Oh
and
my!
I was like, all right, I'm sold. Okay, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. This is great.
By the way, you have a loyal fan. Her name is Esther Christie. Do you know her?
Oh shit! No fucking way. She's my senior.
He said, "I am loyal to Bella."
This is funny. Thank you for watching. I didn't expect anybody to watch. This was for me and Danny, like I said again. So do you think we have any more questions, or can we wrap this up and like introduce ourselves at the end?
Okay.
This is
Oh,
weird, but we
Esther,
introduce
one
ourselves at the end.
last thing. Esther said that everyone was hyping about the book, so maybe that's why she hyping the movie. Maybe that's why she wasn't. That's why she had high expectations, you know. But overall, before we wrap this live discussion, I feel like talking about the movie alone, I think it's in a great movie. It's a great rom com movie. You know, it's a typical romantic film, but not cringy. You know, it's a nice, fluffy, light movie. To be honest, in my opinion, great cinematography. And it's if you're looking for a heavy movie, this isn't your movie. This is more of a light, like
I mean,
enjoying.
it's called To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
You can
Okay.
you can expect like what do you call that movie? The Notebook, which is a little bit more deep. You know, this is more of a nice, fluffy high. I don't, to be honest, I've never watched The Notebook. Like I said, I'm just not a huge fan of. I'm just not a fan of rom.
I find it funny that you reference it, but you never watched the movie.
Everybody loved it so much. Like it's such a deep, powerful movie, makes you cry. I'm like, okay, I'm just never interested.
All right.
Okay, I think that's it.
So this was my first time and Danny's first time, I would presume, having a live show. And I would say I enjoy it because it's not like Skype, where you have to like
Yeah.
screen record the whole thing. And I like that this picks up the audio. But anyway, this was our first time. So if there was any technical problem, and if you would really, if you after all of this are still here and like tolerate all of our grammar and all of the
Apology.
ways that we just go from one topic to another,
Yeah, when I talk,
well,
grammar sucks sometimes. I'm so sorry. Can I just kablut kablut, just mix. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut up.
well, we are thankful. We are learning from this, I would say. So the next time we can be more prepared. So there will be a next time. There will be a next time. Don't worry about it.
Movie. Second movie coming soon.
Okay, Danny, thank you so much for joining me. Why don't you tell everybody who the hell are you and why are you in my channel? Huh?
So my name's Daniel Chavez. People call me Danny. I have a YouTube channel called TheDailyDanny, and also I used to have two YouTube channels. Okay, let me explain myself. It's a long explanation, and I'm sorry. So I have a channel called TheDailyDanny where I upload videos. There's a lot of book related stuff. So if you're into book related content, yeah, you can view those stuff there. If you see a channel called The Daily Danny Books, I started to separate the content, but then I realized I can't even manage one channel. How am I supposed to manage two channels? So I decided to just uh, join all of them together. And don't worry if you're a book fan, I'll be having a book related book next week or like in the next few days uploaded. And my social medias on Instagram is at Denny S. Reza. I think Hannah can do the tagging in the description, whatever, And also,
Yeah, definitely.
and yeah, that's it. YouTube.com/TheDailyDanny. Typical.
Yeah, you should really follow Danny. I think I find him really hilarious, and we
Yeah,
just, for some reason, hit it off right away.
we
And the
did.
first time that we met, yeah, it was just like we've been friends for a while. And the thing is, I've done collaboration with Danny a
Yeah.
couple times, but this is the one that like 100% for sure goes up to my channel because the previous one they're still like in an archive somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this is finally the time Danny is in my YouTube channel, and yeah, if you want to know another video that we did quite while ago. It's
Oh,
in
oh,
Danny's channel at the Daily Danny Books, and it was us in Kinokuniya at Orchard, and we were playing some games, and we got kicked out after that. But like we had fun.
casual fun.
All right, this video will be live on my YouTube channel, so if you want to watch this again, or like if you missed some parts of this video, it's totally fine because you can rewatch it and you can pick which topic that you want to listen, you know, because it's a video instead of the live stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Hannah. I'm from YouTube. This YouTube channel does in books. I've been gone for quite a while now because I was finishing my diploma, but now I am in degree and I am even more busy, but I have time for this specifically because I was so excited. So, yeah, this was kind of like my way of saying, hello, I'm still alive.
Well and alive.
All right. I guess we'll see you in our next video. Thank
Bye.
you so much for hanging out with us. Bye.